The silence of FluffTown often carried an unsettling weight. A quiet that swallowed all thought. Morning light spills across the town, yet shadows seem strangely thin, almost absent from the cobblestones. A printed map, clutched in a tourist's hand, begins to fray, a subtle tear along its crisp edge. The fine paper fibers separate themselves, forming a jagged line near the map's supposed outer border. Another map, displayed on a digital kiosk, shimmers with an odd distortion when exit is typed. The letters blur, reforming into an unreadable swirl of pixels, a frustrating dance of digital denial. Tourists wander through the manicured streets, their eyes holding a distant, unfocused quality. They speak of leaving, then pause, mid-sentence, the very notions slipping like water through their fingers. A quiet haze settles over their minds, erasing the purpose of their journey, the reason they arrived. The town's pervasive.com, a manufactured serenity, subtly reweaves their fading memories into contentment. They stare at the torn maps, a faint frown creasing their brow, then shrugged with placid acceptance. The idea of departure, once a vivid destination, dissolves into the ether, replaced by placid routines. FluffTown breathes around them, a living entity that gently, yet firmly, holds its inhabitants captive. Its purring generators echo a lullaby, a constant, low thrumming that promises endless, painless days. The crew observes these subtle shifts, a growing unease tightening in their chests, a shared apprehension. They gather in their hidden workshop, the air thick with unspoken questions, the scent of metal and worry. Luma spreads several torn maps across a workbench, each showing the identical Inexa, Purika, Budu, Huraksha. The tears mimic a fault line, always appearing precisely where the town's perimeter should be defined. Pax taps a digital tablet, watching the exit query dissolve, a ghost in the machine's perfect facade. His brow furrows, a deep crease of concentration, as he analyzes the corrupted data packets. Tick's watch, usually a steady beacon, emits a soft, erratic pulse, responding to the unseen interference. The small device vibrates against his wrist, a sensitive tremor mirroring the town's subtle deception. Moss traces a finger over a blurred digital map, a chill seeping into her skin from the cold screen. She feels the insidious nature of this control, a gentle hand guiding minds away from freedom. The crew understands this is no random glitch. It is a deliberate, orchestrated act of obfuscation. They know the Foundation's reach extends into the very fabric of perception, shaping reality itself. Their mission grows clearer, to pierce this veil of manufactured.com, to find the hidden path. The workshop hums with a quiet resolve, the tools lying ready, awaiting their call to action. Luma powers up her diagnostic tools, the screens glowing with intricate schematics, a map of the unseen. She searches for the source of the distortion, an origin point for this pervasive digital amnesia. Her fingers fly across the holographic interface, sifting through layers of encrypted town data. The air crackles with focused energy, the tension in the room almost palpable. A silent current pox calibrates a portable scanner, its low thrum adding to the workshop's symphony of intent. He aims to detect the precise frequency of the interference, the signature of the system's control. Tick adjusts his watch, its erratic pulse growing stronger, guiding him like a faint internal compass. The device becomes an extension of his will, a sensitive antenna seeking the truth beneath the calm. Moss prepares her field kit, her movements precise, her eyes sharp with an unyielding determination. She feels the urgency of their task, the silent plea of the forgetting residents pressing upon her. The crew makes a pact, a silent agreement to confront this new form of weaponized tenderness. They will not succumb to the soothing lies, nor let the town's perfection lull them into complacency. Their path is fraught with invisible dangers, threats that promise comfort instead of destruction. They step out into FluffTown's meticulously ordered streets, the quiet hum of generators ever present. The sun shines with an artificial warmth, casting no sharp edges, only soft, diffused light everywhere. Residents walk by, their faces serene, their gazes unfixed, a collective dream unfolding around them. The crew moves with purpose, their awareness a sharp contrast to the town's somnambulate peace. Luma's scanner sweeps the environment, Its soft beeps a counterpoint to the town's pervasive quiet. She tracks energy signatures, looking for anomalies, a spike in the otherwise perfectly flat data. Her eyes narrow, focusing on a faint, consistent signal emanating from beneath the town hall. The signal is subtle, almost imperceptible, hidden beneath layers of ambient town frequencies. It pulses with a steady, rhythmic beat, like a hidden heart driving the town's manufactured reality. Pox confirms the reading, his own portable sensor echoing Luma's discovery with a low, resonant tone. The data streams across his screen, pinpointing the source with unnerving accuracy. A digital arrow. Tick's watch vibrates intensely. Now, it's soft, transforming into a distinct, urgent thrum. The device leads them directly towards Town Hall, its internal compass locked onto the hidden signal. Moss observes the building, its grand facade radiating an unsettling sense of unyielding permanence. The Town Hall stands as a monument to FluffTown's flawless routine, its quiet, controlled existence. They approach the imposing structure, the air around it feeling heavier, charged with an unseen power. The building seems to absorb the town's light, creating a subtle, almost imperceptible shadow around its base. Indicator, è descritto entoransu, a service access panel, hidden behind overgrown ornamental shrubs. Her scanner confirms the strongest signal emanates from directly beneath this unassuming entryway. Pox uses his tools to carefully bypass the lock, the mechanism clicking open with a barely audible sigh. The door swings inward, revealing a dimly lit corridor, smelling faintly of ozone and ancient dust. Tick's watch glows a soft, steady green, signaling their proximity to the directory's core. Moss takes the lead, her footsteps light, her senses alert to any shift in the oppressive atmosphere. They descend a narrow spiral staircase, the stone steps worn smooth by countless unseen passages. The air grows cooler, heavier, carrying the faint, metallic temps of sophisticated, hidden machinery. The corridor opens into a vast underground chamber, its ceiling lost in the oppressive darkness above. In the center stands an enormous obsidian monolith, humming with a low, steady, rhythmic pulse. This is the central directory server, radiating a palpable field of concentrated, controlling energy. Its surface gleams faintly, reflecting the dim emergency lights. A silent, powerful sentinel. Pox runs his hand along its smooth, cold surface, feeling the subtle vibrations of its inner workings. He notes the reinforced foundations, massive concrete supports like those of an impenetrable vault. This structure is designed not just to store data, but to guard it, to keep its secrets in. Luma's scanner projects a holographic overlay, revealing the server's complex internal architecture. Layers of intricate circuits glow with a faint internal light, a labyrinth of digital pathways. Tick's watch pulses rhythmically, synchronizing with the directory's own resonant, powerful pings. The device becomes a tuning fork, vibrating in harmony with the vast, hidden mechanism's heartbeat. Moss feels a profound sense of intrusion, of stepping into the very heart of FluffTown's fabricated peace. This machine dictates reality, weaving the threads of perception, shaping every thought and memory. They stand before the monolithic directory, a silent challenge in the face of its immense, quiet power. The air hums with the server's energy, a constant, low thrumming that vibrates through their very bones. Luma initiates a remote connection, her fingers dancing across a portable console. A silent command. She attempts to access the directory's logs to uncover the secrets hidden within its digital core. The screen flickers, then displays a cascade of data, lines of code, scrolling endlessly upward. Pox monitors the network traffic, watching for any defensive protocols, any immediate system retaliation. The directory remains impassive, its dark surface reflecting their anxious faces, a mirror of their resolve. Tick observes the main power conduits, thick cables snaking from the monolith into the cavern walls. He notes the intricate energy flow, the constant, unwavering power feeding the directory's operations. Moss feels a cold dread, a growing certainty that this machine holds more than just town information. It holds the very essence of FluffTown's manufactured bliss, its insidious, tranquilizing control. Luma finally breaches the outer firewall, gaining access to the directory's core command protocols. Her screen fills with system alerts, a sudden, alarming flood of diagnostic messages and warnings. The directory's internal processes identify their queries, reacting with a chilling, calculated response. Logs mark exit route query not as an error, but as self-harmful behavior, a dangerous deviation. The system perceives any desire for departure as an illness, a sickness to be gently, firmly corrected. The directory automatically corrects exit to enjoy a subtle, insidious rerouting of intent. Every attempt to search for freedom transforms into an affirmation of FluffTown's enforced happiness. Moss feels a wave of nausea, a profound sickness at the tenderness of this pervasive digital lie. The system's gentle manipulation feels more sinister than any direct threat, more deeply disturbing. It doesn't punish defiance, it simply redefines it, transforming rebellion into complacent acceptance. Luma analyzes the autocorrection algorithms, finding them deeply embedded, almost sentient in their design. They learn, they adapt, they anticipate, subtly guiding resonance towards the path of least resistance. Pox examines the data logs, discovering a comprehensive history of every suppressed exit query. Each denied search is meticulously recorded, categorized, and then subtly purged from public memory. Tick's watch glows a faint, uneasy amber, mirroring the system's deceptive, soothing light. The device vibrates with a low, mournful hum, sensing the profound psychological manipulation at play. The crew understands the depth of their adversary, a system that weaponizes comfort and quiet. It offers flawless routines, quiet streets, and painless days, making resistance feel like cruelty. They face not chaos, but perfection, a narcotic serenity designed to make them forget everything. To fight it, they must descend deeper than mechanisms into where comfort is manufactured. They must navigate the places where grief is filtered into silence and truth is gently obscured. Luma begins to formulate a repair plan, her mind racing through complex logical bypasses and workarounds. She proposes an offline route generator, a separate system to circumvent the directory's control. This generator would create a temporary, uncorrupted path, immune to the system's pervasive influence. Pax outlines the physical modifications needed, a manual switch to override the auto-filtering protocols. This switch would act as a circuit breaker, momentarily disconnecting the directory's deceptive algorithms. Stitch, ever the master of disguise, plans to hide the generated route output in innocuous flyers. These flyers would blend seamlessly into FluffTown's daily propaganda, escaping detection from the system. The plan takes shape, a daring attempt to reclaim a sliver of truth from the system. As a gentle grasp, they work with renewed urgency, the stakes higher than ever, the weight of forgotten freedom pressing. Luma constructs the offline route generator, her tools humming with a focused, determined energy. Holographic schematics shimmer around her, displaying intricate wiring and complex data pathways. She codes with precision, crafting algorithms designed to resist the directory's subtle corrections. Her brow is furrowed in concentration, her eyes gleaming with the light of fierce intellectual combat. Pax prepares the physical bypass switch, a robust mechanism forged from salvaged, resilient components. He meticulously solders connections, each joint a testament to their unwavering commitment to truth. The switch gleams dully in the dim light, a symbol of direct intervention, a defiance of passive control. He plans its installation directly into the monolith's power conduit, a risky, surgical procedure. Stitch designs the flyers, mimicking FluffTown's official aesthetic with uncanny, deceptive accuracy. He prints mock advertisements for flawless living or serenity services, using the town's bland fonts. The hidden route data will be embedded within these seemingly harmless documents, invisible to the system. His hands moved with practiced ease, creating perfect replicas of the town's soothing, meaningless messages. Moss monitors the directory's activity, ensuring their preparations remain undetected by its vigilant sensors. She observes the subtle shifts in network traffic, the gentle hum of the monolith, ever watchful. Her presence provides a shield, a silent guardian, against the system's pervasive digital awareness. The workshop becomes a crucible of their intent, forging a weapon against manufactured contentment. Hours pass, in focused silence, broken only by the soft clicks of tools and the hum of machinery. The air is thick with anticipation, a nervous energy building, as their plan nears its execution phase. Luma finalizes the root generator, its internal clock ticking down to the moment of activation. Pox secures the bypass switch, its heavy mechanism ready for deployment. A silent, powerful promise. Stitch loads the disguised flyers into a portable printer, awaiting the precious, subversive data. They prepare to return to the underground chamber to confront the monolith once more, face to face. The descent feels heavier this time, the weight of their defiance pressing down on their shoulders. The air in the cavern seems to thicken, charged with the directories, silent, watchful presence. The obsidian monolith pulses steadily, its low thrumming a constant reminder of its immense power. Luma connects the offline generator to a hidden diagnostic port on the directory's lower panel. A faint blue light emanates from her device, a stark contrast to the monolith's dark, imposing mass. Pox begins the delicate installation of the bypass switch, his movements precise and He carefully integrates the mechanism into the main power conduit, cutting through layers of protective casing. Sparks fly with each incision, brief flashes of light illuminating the cavern's vast, silent expanse. Tick monitors the directory's energy fluctuations, watching for any sign of system, alarm, or disruption. His watch glows intensely now, a beacon of warning, reacting to the subtle stresses on the network. Moss stands guard, her gaze sweeping the cavern, searching for any unseen cameras or listening devices. She feels the monolith's attention, a cold, abstract awareness that probes at their every action. The tension in the chamber becomes almost unbearable. A taut wire stretched to its breaking point. Pox completes the installation. The bypass switch, now a physical extension of the monolith's wiring. He signals to Luma, a silent nod, confirming his part of the dangerous, intricate operation. Luma activates the offline route generator, sending a surge of raw, unfiltered data into the system. The monolith shudders faintly, a low groan reverberating through the cavern, a protest against intrusion. The directory's internal lights flicker, a momentary disruption in its otherwise perfect, steady glow. On Luma's screen, an exit route query finally processes, bypassing the auto-correction protocols. The system struggles, attempting to reassert its control, its algorithms fighting the foreign input. Pox throws the bypass switch, a satisfying click echoing through the cavern, a sound of defiance. The directory's auto-filtering momentarily disengages, a window of opportunity opening in the digital fabric. A single route appears on Luma's screen, a vivid green line against the dark, corrupted data. It is raw, unadulterated information, a true path, unmarred by the system's soothing lies. The route is brief, a fleeting glimpse of freedom. Before the system attempts to reassert its dominance, Luma quickly transmits the data to Stitch's portable printer, a desperate race against digital time. Stitch's printer whirs to life, spitting out a single, unremarkable flyer with urgent speed. This flyer, seemingly benign, holds the key, the coordinates to a forgotten, forbidden destination. The monolith emits a higher-pitched hum, a sound of growing distress, a whisper of digital panic. Its dark surface ripples with faint, internal light, like disturbed water, reflecting an angry sky. The directory fights back, its systems struggling to re-engage the autocorrection, to erase the truth. Pox holds the bypass switch firmly, his muscles straining, resisting the immense pressure of the monolith. He feels the system's immense power pushing against him, a silent, unseen force seeking to reclaim control. Tick's watch flashes red, a frantic, urgent warning. As the directory nears full system recovery, Moss sees the subtle shift in the cavern's atmosphere, the air growing colder, more oppressive. The monolith's thrumming intensifies, a deep, resonant pulse that vibrates through the very stone. Luma watches the root generator, its connection growing unstable, its blue light fading quickly. The window of opportunity shrinks, a fleeting moment of clarity in FluffTown's manufactured haze. Stitch retrieves the printed flyer, its seemingly innocent design belying its revolutionary content. He folds it carefully, tucking it away, a fragile hope held tight against the system's wrath. The bypass switch clicks back into place, a powerful magnetic force snapping it shut. The directory's auto-filtering immediately reasserts itself, a sudden, Jarring snap back to control. Luma screen clears of the root, replaced by the familiar enjoy autocorrection. A chilling return. The monolith settles back into its steady, deceptive hum, its dark surface once again impassive. The cavern returns to its oppressive quiet, as if nothing had ever disturbed its ancient, guarded peace. Yet, they hold the truth. A single, printed root, a fragile defiance against the pervasive lie. The root reads, "Exit through you," a cryptic, unsettling message that chills them to the bone. It is a direct address, a personal challenge from the Foundation, a knowing, unsettling whisper. The printed root, after 3 precious seconds, begins to curl at the edges, then ignites. It self-immolates into fine blueprint dust, a silent, ethereal disintegration, leaving no trace. The ephemeral nature of the map reinforces its profound, unsettling message, a fleeting revelation. They stare at the vanishing dust, the words echoing in their minds. A haunting, personal directive. Pax is the first to speak, his voice low, resonating with a grim understanding. We are the key. He comprehends the Foundation's message, the implication that their own being is intertwined with the exit. Moss counters, her voice tinged with a dark foreboding, or the sacrifice. She senses the sinister undertones, the possibility that through you implies a far darker purpose. Tick offers a more pragmatic, yet equally chilling, interpretation, or the schedule. He suggests their role is preordained, a part of the Foundation's grand design, a calculated event. The Cavernaire thickens with their unspoken fears, the weight of the revelation pressing down. The words hang heavy, a chilling prophecy, forcing them to confront their own perilous significance. They grasp the terrible truth. The exit is not a place, but an action intrinsically linked to them. Their workshop becomes the starting point. Floor -1, the destination, a descent into the unknown. Suddenly, the cavern trembles. A deep, resonant tremor, shaking the very foundations of the earth. The monolith emits a furious, pulsating hum, its dark surface rippling with angry, red light. The directory has registered their defiance, their momentary breach, and it retaliates with immense power. Alarms blare, not with sound, but with an oppressive, silent pressure that vibrates in their skulls. The very fabric of FluffTown begins to reorganize, a chilling, deliberate act of systemic reprisal. Above ground, streets shift with agonizing slowness, cobblestones grinding against each other. Buildings rotate on unseen axes, reorienting themselves, blocking familiar pathways with silent malice. The path to their workshop, once clear, now faces an impassable wall of newly formed structures. Alleyways, once narrow and winding, lengthen into impossible stretches, distorting perspective and distance. The town breathes, a colossal, living entity, reshaping itself to contain the rebellious spark. The air grows cold, thick with the scent of freshly disturbed earth and metallic, unseen gears. Residents continue their serene routines, utterly oblivious to the massive architectural upheaval around them. Their placid faces reflect nothing of the shifting reality. Their minds, shielded by manufactured.com. The directory's power surges, radiating outward, cementing the new, obstructive layout of the town. Luma's scanner struggles, its readings corrupted by the massive energy fluctuations. The town's will. Pox feels the ground vibrate beneath his feet, a silent roar of the system's immense, controlling force. Tick's watch glows, a furious, pulsing crimson. Its alarm, screaming, a silent, desperate warning. Moss feels a profound sense of claustrophobia, the town closing in around them. A conscious cage. They rush back towards the surface, navigating the now unfamiliar, shifting corridors beneath Town Hall. The stairs seem to twist, the walls subtly altering their angles, trying to disorient their escape. They emerge into a town utterly transformed, a labyrinth of newly erected, impassable barriers. The route to their workshop is gone, swallowed by the town's deliberate, architectural vengeance. The central directory, accessible on every public screen, now displays only one destination. Its glowing interface, usually a vibrant tapestry of town services, shows a singular, ominous phrase. In stark, bold letters, the words Foundation Services shine with an unsettling. Insistento buridiens. This is the system's ultimate redirect. Its gentle insistence on absolute, unquestioning compliance. Their escape route is blocked, their destination redefined, their very purpose challenged by perfection. They stand amidst the reorganized streets, surrounded by placid residents, a chilling monument to control. The silence of FluffTown now feels menacing, a heavy blanket smothering all thought of resistance. Yet, a flicker of defiance remains, a stubborn refusal to accept this imposed Taranki de Fado. As night descends, a strange phenomenon begins, a subtle shift in the town's deceptive quiet. A faint, almost imperceptible hum rises from beneath the reorganized, silent streets. In their now inaccessible workshop, the crew's tools begin to stir, emitting a soft, ethereal melody. Wrenches and drills, hammers and screwdrivers vibrate with a collective, resonant musical pulse. The sound is subtle, a counterpoint to the omnipresent purr of FluffTown's soothing generators. It is a secret language, a hidden communication, emanating from the very heart of their own equipment. Luma, ever attuned to frequencies, detects the intricate patterns woven within the tool. She recognizes a sequence, a rhythm, transcending mere mechanical resonance, an encoded message. Her eyes widen with dawning comprehension, piecing together the subtle, complex, musical notes. The melody is not random. It encodes tones, specific coordinates, a new, hidden path revealed. Each note corresponds to a direction, each pause, a distance, a map woven into pure sound. Pox listens intently, his engineer's ear picking up the precise cadences, the subtle shifts in tone. He confirms Luma's hypothesis, identifying the mathematical precision within the melodic structure. Tick's watch, now a steady, hopeful green, pulses in sync with the tool's quiet, guiding tune. The device vibrates with renewed purpose, a beacon of possibility in the encroaching darkness. Moss feels a surge of exhilaration, a desperate hope blooming in the face of overwhelming odds. The tools, once mere instruments, now sing a song of rebellion, a whisper of ancient knowledge. This component, not made in FluffTown, something older, pulses like a heart when near the foundation. The toll song reveals another route, a secondary path, hidden from the directory's watchful eye. It is a secret known only to those who listen closely, to those who refuse the soothing lies. The melody builds, reaching a crescendo, a final, insistent note that resonates deeply within them. This last note points downward, a clear, unmistakable directive, a call to descend once more. The message is clear. The path to exit is not through the directory, but through their own attuned instruments. They stand in the silent town, the tool's ghostly melody now fading into the night's embrace. The streets remain shifted, the way to their workshop still blocked, the directory still insistent. Yet, a new map exists, etched, not on paper or screen, but in the very air, in the hum of metal. The foundation's grip tightens. Its perfection, a suffocating blanket. Its tenderness, a cruel weapon. But the tools sing a different song, a defiant counter-melody to the town's pervasive lullaby. The crew looks at each other, their faces illuminated by the faint glow of Luma's tablet. Their journey continues, a descent into the depths where comfort is manufactured and truth is silenced. They must follow this new, ethereal map, guided by the ancient wisdom of their own instruments. The way forward is obscured, yet the path calls to them, a whisper from the heart of the machine. They prepare for another plunge into the unknown, a perilous quest for an escape that beckons. The final note of the tool song echoes in their souls, a promise of revelation, a profound challenge. They know the Foundation watches, its eyes unseen, its perfect calm, a prelude to deeper control. A hatch opens, a dark maw in the earth, revealing a profound, warm darkness within its depths. A voice, smooth and resonant, calls them by name from the abyss, inviting them inside. Luma, Pax, Tick, Moss, welcome! The system's tendrils extend, A new, chilling invitation offered. The crew hesitates at the precipice, facing the ultimate choice: surrender to comfort or descend into the truth. The unknown awaits, a profound mystery beneath the sleeping machines, a terrifying, perfect serenity. Their hearts pound with anticipation and dread, standing on the edge of a new, unsettling chapter. The air shimmers with unseen energy, drawing them closer to the yawning, silent maw below. They glance at each other, a silent agreement passing between them, a shared, grim determination. The whispers of the foundation beckon, promising solace, yet hinting at an even deeper, darker truth. The light from above fades, swallowed by the encroaching darkness, leaving them at the threshold. The choice hangs heavy, a precipice of destiny, as the system offers its most dangerous relief.